Okay, so I have my materials, I have my ruler, my eraser, my pencil, my paper. I'm showing you how we're approaching the paper. So I'm going to start from the short side. And when I start from the short side, I'm going to draw my marks for my grid, starting at the beginning of our inch. And I know it's the beginning of the inch because it connects right there. That long mark connects with the edge of the paper. Okay. So I'm about 1.5 inches or so up from the bottom to create my first set of marks. Setting at the 1, setting at the 2, setting at the 3, setting at the 4. I'm going to slide this over so you can see the others. Setting up the 5, setting at the 6. Just drawing straight up from these numbers, 7 and 8. Okay, so I just want to show you real quick. They are on those numbers, extending from those numbers. Okay, so I'm going to move up the page about half the distance of the page. That's just an approximate or a rough way of doing that. Okay, and so what I want to do is get closer though, so I'll move the camera a little closer so you can see a little better. So again, I want to make sure I'm going to line it so it's connecting from the beginning of the inch. So not the beginning of the ruler, but the beginning of the inch. Starting at the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and then I'm going to slide over so you can see the rest. And I just move my ruler, so I need to move it back so it's aligned with the edge. And the idea is I should eyeball it and see, is it parallel the ruler with the edge of my paper? It is. So I want to continue 5, 6. Oh, did a little bit off, so I'm going to redraw that. And 7 and 8. Okay. So if I look at those are pretty much aligned with that. And then I just need to correct or erase this mark, this extra mark here. One of my mistakes. Okay. So then I'm going to turn it so I can draw my first set of lines. These are the longer lines. Okay, I want to make sure that's right on underneath those marks. And I'll show you. There and there. And then I'm just going to want to connect these once I know they're right on those marks. So just lightly, just in case you make a mistake, lightly we'll go through. But I'll show you, it does connect right through them. So I just want to continue and do the rest of the marks, or the lines, excuse me, that way. If I make a mistake, I'll need to redraw it. Just keep on going all the way up the short side of the page. So one of the things is to, as I'm doing this, I'm realizing I don't need to actually go all the way across, but it's kind of just a little easier. I'm not thinking about it as much in that sense, but the grid I'm creating is going to be more the inner squares. There's going to be space on the outside that we don't have to worry about. So that's my first set of lines.